Hey, what is going on, guys? Starting the Scholar 2001 here, bringing you another GTA 5 video for you guys today. And today, I am back in my salvage yard, not to do any other missions though. I am, however, going to do the final thing that is left to do in this property, which is the tow truck missions. I'm going to be using the salvage yard tow truck to do at least 2 tow truck missions. So let's get straight into it and see how it goes. Alright, so before we get into the actual mission, let's talk about what this vehicle is based off of. It is based off of the 1980s International Harvester S series. And this means that it is just the front part of the truck that is based off of multiple different vehicles. As far as I saw, it's based off of a school truck, a school bus, a tow truck, and a regular dump truck. But in terms of where you can purchase this vehicle, if you go onto Maze Bank foreclosures, it is under the Salvage Yard property, obviously because it's in the Salvage Yard. And there are 2 tow truck options you can get. There is the tow truck beater, which will cost you a total of $650,000, and then there's the one that I have, which will cost you 1.1 million, which is not bad at all. Alright, so yeah, that's the price for it. So now we can get into the customizations, and the only thing that you can change with this vehicle, unfortunately, is the color. So let's go on ahead and change that, and we shall do it in blue as usual. There we go. So now we can go on ahead and launch my first tow truck mission. Let's get it started. Alright, so now since the mission automatically puts me into first person, I'm just gonna show you guys the interior and the exterior of the vehicle one time. Alright, so as you can see here, we have all of the dials and everything that would be used to quote-unquote control the hook at the back, which we can also see from the inside of the vehicle as well, which is nice. And obviously there's the speedometers as well, all the other different details of the doors and whatnot. It's a pretty modern interior for tow truck, which I like. We have the outside of the vehicle here, and I must say I do prefer this particular tow truck over the beater, just because I don't really like the look of the rusty tow truck. That's not my style. I like things clean, right? So pretty good looking vehicle, I must say. So now let's get into the tow truck once again, and we shall start with this tow truck mission. We're gonna go to the tornadoes location. So while I do that, I will talk about this vehicle's performance stats. So in terms of the top speed, it can get up to 91 miles per hour or 147 kilometers per hour, which is not bad at all for the type of vehicle that it is. It is a truck, but it's not a truck that's meant for high speeds. So that is completely understandable. It is meant to be just a generic, work city truck. So the speed is good enough, alright? In terms of the drivetrain, it is rear wheel drive. The weight comes in at 5,000 kgs or 11,023 pounds, which is incredibly heavy, which is understandable because, again, it is a truck after all. Alright, in terms of the handling, I would say it is really, really good. The handling is incredible. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that the handling is actually decently well as well if you have a car hooked on to the hook. Alright, as for the acceleration is really, really good too. Doesn't really take that much time to get started, but yeah, it is pretty good. And of course, in terms of the brakes, it's actually pretty decently well as well. So yeah, either way, the performance stats are all pretty good. So Now we have gotten to the location of the tornado. We just gotta pick it up. So let's lower the hook, reverse slowly into it. We gotta raise the hook. And now we just gotta head back to the salvage yard. I need these guys to move out of the way. I don't know why that one guy decided to stand directly in front of my truck. Anyways, we managed to get out now, so I'll see you guys back at the salvage yard, and if anything interesting happens on my way back, I'll turn the recording back on. But for now, I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of this driving. Alright, well, NPC once again ruined everything, caused me to spin out slightly, and the car took him off the tow hitch. A bit annoying, because now I gotta reattach this thing. Damn you NPCs. Why do you always make my life difficult? Luckily for me, I could lift the tow hitch while driving forward, so yeah. Either way, we're almost back at the salvage yard, so I'll see you guys once we're in there.
Almost here? Nice! We can get the car ready to be disassembled, which means payment won't be far behind.
And that is the first tow truck service done. Now I do want to do another tow truck mission, but there is a cooldown of 2 minutes between the tow truck missions. So I'm gonna have to wait 2 minutes, so I'm gonna cut off the recording and I'll cut it back on once the cooldown is done. And yeah, we'll be able to do another tow truck mission. Alright, so another tow truck service mission, and the location for the voodoo is quite close. So let me make what I have to say quick. I have an announcement in terms of where my channel is, in terms of my playlists. You guys will probably have seen by now that all of my playlists are currently on 61, except for Roblox. Roblox is on 62. And Apex, which has yet to catch up to the rest of the playlists. But now that all of my original series has been caught up to the 4 original series, right? That being Roblox, Brawl Stars, Pokemon Unite, and Pokemon Showdown. Now that all of my playlists are equal, I am going to now finally be uploading those 4 original games again. So Brawl Stars, Roblox, Pokemon Unite, all those games are finally going to be returning to the channel full time, right? But since Apex has yet to catch up to the rest of my playlists, this means that once this GTA video goes up, then I am going to start pairing all of my other playlists one by one with 2 Apex Legends videos up until the Apex playlist has been caught up. And once it is caught up, I will finally upload 1 video per game every week. That means 8 videos per week, and I will finally be able to upload all of my games at one time per week. This is something that I've been wanting for quite some time, to be able to upload all of my games in one, and it is finally closing in on the time for it to happen. So I hope you guys are excited and ready for the original series to come back. I certainly am. So if you are excited as well, please hit the sub button. It will let me know that you guys are ready for anything. Alright? But enough of that. I just completed the final tow truck mission, and yeah, unfortunately I discovered that you can only do 2 tow truck missions at a time. I would have to wait for the 2 vehicles to finish being processed to do another one, so I'm not gonna go on ahead and do another one today. Alright, for now I'm just gonna give my final thoughts, and my final thoughts for this vehicle is this: it is a very good vehicle to use, and it is really good for making money. You can use this for money making. just as a quick everyday activity. Alright, and you can use this vehicle in free mode, but you have to be in a tow truck mission. So you can use it to troll people if you like, and maybe I might do that. If that's something you're interested in, leave a like and it will let me know. Alright, but yeah, this vehicle is really good. Performance stats is really good as well. So yeah, that's enough for this vehicle. That's all I really have to say about it. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you have not. Turn on notifications so you do not miss any future videos or live streams. Click the link in the description to take you straight to all of my individual social links. This is going to be it for me and the Salvage Yard on camera. My name is _Lord 2001, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and as always, have a great one. See you all later. Goodbye.